Trevor, where the hell have you been? You're 3 hours late, man. I already warned you twice. And you look like shit. Is that a black eye?
I know. I'm really sorry. Just let me explain what happened. So, it all started this morning when I got into my car. I tried to start the damn thing, but it just wouldn't start. It was dead. How? I don't even know. All I know is that I had to get to work, and I had to get to work fast. So, I ran to the nearest bus station, hopped on the right bus, and we were on our way. Now, after a couple stops, we heard this loud bang! The bus swerved all over the road. But luckily, the bus driver was very good, and he somehow managed to regain control. So I knew this would probably take a long time to fix, so I decided that I'm just gonna have to run to work now. I took a couple steps, and this biker just goes right past me. I don't even think he saw me, but he managed to avoid me somehow. I stare at this guy's back as he rides farther and farther away, and I see his wallet fall right out of his pocket. And since, it was kind of my fault that he had to swerve to avoid me, I thought, well, I'm going to have to get this guy back his wallet. I mean, it was my fault. So I'm running after this guy, dodging people, going as fast as I can. I'm yelling at him, like, stop! This dude just doesn't hear me. And all of a sudden, another biker just comes out of nowhere, and they both just collide. It was a pretty cool sight to see. But I managed to catch up to both of them just before they were able to part ways, and I handed the man back his wallet, and I carried on running to work. So a couple blocks later, I turn the corner, and I see this old lady just lying on the ground. I look up, and I see this other guy with what looked like a purse just sprinting away. So I figured, he obviously stole the purse from that old lady. So I told her, don't worry, ma'am, I'll get that purse back for you. So I'm chasing this guy, who luckily for me was pretty fat, and I managed to catch up to him fairly quick. I jumped onto his back and took him straight to the ground, and we started fighting literally right in the middle of the sidewalk. He got one good punch in, which, gave me this nice shiner. But I landed a bunch more punches than he did, and I knocked that dude out. So I grabbed the purse, just left him there bleeding on the ground, and I walked right back to this old lady, who now had some good Samaritans helping her. So I gave her back her purse, she said thank you, and I continued running to work. So not even like 10 minutes later, these two stupid hipsters come out of a Starbucks carrying like the biggest 2 cups of coffee I've ever seen. And they go right into my path. And since I'm sprinting, there's nothing I can do. So I ended up just running right into them. Coffee literally rained from the sky, and it covered me. But somehow these 2 stupid hipsters stayed dry. It made no sense. And they started bitching at me, saying it was my fault that I ran into them, and I owe them a new coffee and everything. But anyways, long story short, I just ended up buying them another coffee. I got one for myself. And once I was finally free from those morons, I realized I have no idea where the hell I am.
No parking!
Luckily for me, though, there was a gas station just across the street. So I went inside and asked the guy where I was. Turns out, I was on the complete opposite side of town, like 15 blocks away. So I ran out of the gas station, and I kid you not, I didn't stop running until I was inside this building. I was so exhausted, I had to sit for like 10 minutes just to catch my breath. And then I came here. And that, boss, is why I was 3 hours late today. I'm really sorry.